Girl. So we're out this morning, starting some basic leash work with Miss Bailey. Good girl, there we go. All I want to do is use leash right now as a boundary, and then make sure that when she hits that boundary, we reward her for redirecting her attention and focus back to us. We can make that boundary more prevalent or the leash pressure more prevalent by changing directions or pulling, but I really want to concentrate on it being as on her being as responsive to as little leash pressure as possible. So here, for example, she's starting to get excited and go forward. I'm going to slow down. Yes, good girl. This way. Very good. The main thing is to keep it consistent when you're practicing. As soon as she starts pulling, we don't just let her continue to pull, right, and follow her nose or be excited. We need her to refocus at that moment when she does start to build that tension on the line. We want to keep the leash just nice and loose. Yeah, she's doing really well walking on a loose leash anyways, it seems. So here, there we go. She gets a little bit too far ahead. Come, Bailey. Yes, good girl. Added a little bit of help for her. We'll see if she likes these treats. If not, we'll try to find some more. She's thinking about it. Give her some time to process that. Okay, so she, oh, maybe? Nope, okay. So now we're gonna try, oh. We'll see if she likes beef. Oh, good girl, there we go. Good job. All right, so she prefers beef over salmon. Or she might still, here we go. No? Okay, let's go. Good girl. So I used her name that time to help with adding impact to that leash pressure and getting her attention. We want her to eventually just do it all on her own to redirect, but especially in the beginning, it's okay to help her. But we want to always start off using the name, and then second after the, or we always want to start off using the leash pressure in this instance because we're trying to teach her leash pressure. And then when that doesn't work, we can try to help her with her name and encouragement of a recall command. And then finally, if that doesn't work, then we'll use additional leash pressure in the form of changing directions to get her to follow us. The good part about using directional leash pressure just by continuing to walk is that as you walk further away, the tension on the line, good girl, naturally builds. And then you want to just release that pressure as soon as she starts to go the right way again, right? We don't want to pull her back to us. We want her to know and feel that pressure is building, and then it's up to her to kind of comply with that pressure, and then we can release it. So here she's going a little bit too hard. Yes, good girl, this way. Good, very good. Good job. She's walking pretty well for the most part. It's just when she gets a little excited, she'll hit the end of the lead, and just that's the reason right now. It just seems that she's pulling. It's not too nose driven. It's just more of like her excitement to continue on forward, and then also because she's not paying attention or checking back in on us, then that's why. Good girl, good job. That's why she hits the end of the leash. That was good though. Yeah, she doesn't like the salmon ones. I'll have to pick up some more beef today. Good girl. And this is why usually heel walking when the pup is next to you is just a little bit easier because they can pay more attention to where you are. Good girl, right? And then as soon as they kind of get up ahead, we can give a little bit of that leash pressure. Good girl, up here. But I really want her to refocus on me. Good. Yes, good girl, right here. Good. One more time. Yes, good. And all I'm doing is gesturing back up to my face when she's walking next to me. Good girl. Very good. Yeah. Usually when puppies are younger, what you'll do is kind of feed them next to you on your side while you're walking to just get them used to that location and being rewarded there. You can try the same thing here as well. So now we're going from getting her attention using the leash pressure to maintaining her attention, good girl, using focus. Yes, up here. 1, 2, good girl. And 3rd, redirect. 3, good girl. And give her a reward after that. Good. Good girl. Okay, free. Oh, good job. And you can always just give pets too and praise. The main thing is to make them feel rewarded and appreciated for paying attention to you and being close to you. Okay, gonna keep the leash nice and loose. Good girl. And keep this video nice and short just because we're gonna have quite a few videos today. And that way we'll be able to process things a little bit faster. Good girl. But it's just gonna be a lot of repetition from here on out. And we'll be able to practice with her, especially the basics here, anytime that she goes on just a regular walk. And once she gets really good at paying attention on the regular walks, then we'll try to add in some distractions like being out at the shopping center or being out at the park. And then we want to work through those distractions the same way that we just did in the neighborhood. Good girl. Oh, good job. Hi. Up here. Good. So that was good. She offered to pay attention even before she hit the end of the leash, which is perfect, right? So now, good girl. There you go. The sun's kind of in her eyes. So I'm not gonna have to gesture her up to me for too long. Good girl. Yes. Oh, another thing too is that I just made sure to readjust Bailey's and Obi's harness so that way it wasn't so loose on them and fit them better. Also for Miss Bailey, if she gets freaked out, we don't want her to easily back out of the harness. So especially if we build up 2 social sessions, I'd recommend like a rope harness or something that wraps around tighter as she pulls harder, right? So she can't very easily back out of it like some other harness systems. But for now, casual walking in a pretty quiet neighborhood shouldn't be too much of a concern. She's doing really good though. Also to note, I'm actually stopping right now and waiting for her to finish smelling and then we're moving on. If I wanted to apply directional leash pressure, I would just slowly keep going. But that's where just the good girl, the balance of the walk comes into play, right? Because she's been doing so well, I can reward her not only with treats and pets, but I can reward her with free time. So long as she's not pulling, because that's the main goal of loose leash walking. And she should be good to do whatever she kind of wants. And I don't have to micromanage her the whole time. Bailey, come. Good girl, and sit. Good job. What do you think, huh? Yeah? There you go. Yeah, we'll definitely have to go and pick up some more snacks today. Good girl. Say hi to Mom.